Looks good. Look at that Wagyu action. I feel that Wagyu beef and seafood will elevate any all-you-can-eat experience, and it's no different here at Oishi Restaurant. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And today I am out here in Orange County, specifically in the city of Irvine, to check out a rockin' spot. And yes, it is raining, but that's not gonna stop me from eating at another great spot that you can find in Southern California, Oishi Shabu Shabu. This is one of the highest rated shabu shabu hot pot restaurants, all you can eat, that you can find in Orange County. So obviously I'm going to be eating here. Yes, they have all the beef, they have the seafood, they have the vegetables, they got everything here. So if you guys want to see one of the greatest places that you can eat shabu shabu hot pot, all you can eat in the OC, then you've come to the right episode. So stick all the way to the end because you don't want to miss this amazing hot pot experience they have here at Oishi Restaurant in Irvine. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get out of this rain and into the warmth of the restaurant. Oishi Shabu is still a fairly new restaurant. It's been here for about a little over a year, and it is already one of the most popular and highly rated all-you-can-eat hot pot restaurants in Orange County. And the ambiance is very nice too. You see this birdcage behind me? There's this birdcage theme all over the restaurant, which I think is pretty cool. But all of you guys are here for the buffet, which is right over here. You see that? Almost 50 items up here, and that's not including the meats. $24.99 for their weekday lunch, and then it's $31.99 for a weekday dinner. And for $7 more if you come for dinner, there are different things that are going to be on that buffet line, so just letting you know that. But for lunchtime, you could definitely get all this. You see that? Unless it's otherwise noted. But you got some pretty nice selections here. And I should also mention that they do have this very special Wagyu beef menu where for $54.99 you can get all these top Wagyu selections. Yeah, since I drove all the way out here to Irvine, I think I'm gonna do this today. So here is the entire buffet line, and they do label everything so you know exactly what you're getting. And before I go through the selections, I wanna let you know that all the plates are underneath here. All the plates and all the little bowls for your sauces. Okay, so let's go through them. We first got some sesame red bean ball, which is very popular to find in Asian buffets. And then, ooh, this is pretty cool. Takoyaki. I think this is the first time I've seen this in a buffet of any kind. That's pretty cool. And then we have some of these vegetable egg rolls. All right, very Asian. And then we have some fried rice action going on here. Almost kind of like a curry colored. And then moving on, we have some edamame and some oranges. And this one is a seaweed salad and some spicy cucumber salad. And then moving on to this section, this is where we have a lot of the garnishments. We have like onions, and we have chopped cilantro and even jalapeno. We have the sauces, 4 different sauces, the goma and the tangy chili. Yeah, that looks like chili. And peanut sesame, along with the Oishi signature. And then moving to this side, we have some Napa cabbage. Got to have your greens, along with some corn and some sliced carrots and bok choy, as well as some bean sprouts. And then we got some broccoli, very healthy, and some spinach. So that's pretty much most of the veggies. And then we have this other stuff, like we got some radishes, we have some squash, I think that's yams, or yeah, sweet potato actually, yeah, sweet potato, zucchini, and lotus root. And now we're pretty much on to all the seafoods. See, we got some tilapia, it's filled on both sides. We got a lot of shrimp going on here, shrimp action. And also some mussels and some clams and some octopus and some squid And that right there is Spam. Okay, and then we have a kamaboko. And then we have imitation crab. And this is the wood ear mushrooms. Some fried tofu. I always like this. And then moving on, we got the itoyori fish balls right there. Never heard of it, but I'll try it. Some swai fish balls. We got some lobster balls here. And then we also have this unique thing called the konnyaku knots. And also vermicelli noodles. And some taro. Yeah, lots of taro here. Tofu. Gotta have tofu. Baby corn. And instant ramen. Okay, that's always good. And then we have some fish tofu. We have some quail. And then eggs. And then moving on to this side, chicken dumpling. Got some udon noodles. And we got some beach mushroom. And enoki mushroom. And then finally, oyster mushroom. Yeah, that's almost 50. And of course, you're probably asking, what are the broths here? It looks like they have 5 different kinds. The miso or the spicy miso, sukiyaki, tom yum, tonkotsu, like the ramen. I heard the most popular one is the spicy miso, the traditional soybean. And by the way, this restaurant is also near UC Irvine. So if you are a student that's attending that university, you got a great spot to come here to eat some all-you-can-eat shabu shabu hot pot. And vegetarian friendly too. So there's a lot of good things going for this restaurant. This is the spicy miso broth base. And you know what you'll notice is that these hot pots are so individually portioned. I mean, look at this, look how small this thing is. So it's not like that huge hot pot they give you in most shabu shabu and hot pot restaurants. I mean, this is really so good for one person. While they're preparing the meat, gonna just start off with the appetizers, right? What else am I gonna do in the meantime? Oh, this is good. I just like eating takoyaki, any type of restaurant I go to. And these pot stickers, look at that, they're deep fried. Looks pretty cool, huh? Crispy. Oh yeah. Nothing like some nice, deep fried, crispy gyoza. Off to a good start. And did I mention that they do have these robot servers at this restaurant? Oh yeah, love the bow tie. So presentable. Oh yeah, and that's all my meat right there. Yes. See the Wagyu selection? Pretty cool. They got the top blade Wagyu, and this one is the beef brisket Wagyu, short rib Wagyu, the Kabi eye Wagyu. That is pork belly. Not Wagyu, but very high grade. They do have stuff like abalone on the menu too. Yep, high-end stuff when you pay $55. Cook it for only a short amount of time. You see, after about like 10 seconds, maybe not even 10 seconds, this thing is done. And I think for this one, I'm gonna start off with some of that peanut sauce. Yes, yes. Wow, that thing just melts in your mouth. It's so tender. And the soup broth, it is a little bit spicy, so what you're gonna get is like a peanutty kind of spicy flavor. This is how you want your shabu shabu meat. It has to be tender, because if it's not, it's gonna kind of ruin your experience. So my recommendation is, if you're willing to pay over $50, go with the Wagyu beef route. I think that's the way to go. To me, my go-to items in a hot pot restaurant is always cabbage and bok choy. Sometimes spinach. I like to keep it that simple. That house special sauce is really good. It's like some sort of a soy sauce flavor. And I heard that the beef brisket is also really a killer thing here. So yeah, let's do it. Beef brisket. Yeah, totally. It works really good with all kinds of restaurants, like Korean barbecue, hot pot. It's one of those things that you just cannot miss out on. There's also this one right here, the short rib Wagyu. You know, after a while, they're kind of indistinguishable. It seems like every one of them is soft, tender, like melts in your mouth. I'm not saying that's bad, but I mean, to me, maybe I'm just not a Wagyu beef connoisseur. That pork belly is so melt in your mouth. But then again, it's very thinly sliced, so that's a good thing. I think it's to your advantage that a lot of these are fairly thinly sliced, because if it's too thick sliced, it's kind of off-turning as hot pot food unless it's very tender. Everything so far is good. Very good. Crunchy. Very expensive stuff. So don't forget the abalone if you get all this other Wagyu beef too. You really want to take advantage of it since it's a buffet, so get your money's worth, I would say. All right, round number 2, here we go. For sure, gotta get more Napa cabbage. Maybe I'll get some spinach this time around. Spinach is good for you. Very excited to be eating more food, and I want to let you know that these items you'll find as part of the dinner buffet menu, but if you go with the Wagyu Beef $55 deal, they'll bring this out to you from the kitchen. So just letting you know, if you don't see it out there, but you paid for the dinner menu or the Wagyu, you'll get the seafood like the crabs and even the chicken wings. Oh, yeah, it is good. What I noticed is that this chicken is very juicy and tender. But sometimes when you eat fried chicken, you know how it can be very crispy on top, but inside it's kind of dry? Not with this one. So juicy inside, with kind of a curry flavored. So this is their house special recipe that you find on the dinner menu. I think my salmon is just about cooked. This one, you don't want to, cook it too long. You want it to be really soft, like buttery. Buttery indeed. It's like a piece of butter in your mouth. Salmon butter. I think putting it in that sauce makes it even better. I seriously think the dinner menu is worth it. Like the fried chicken, the melt in your mouth salmon. It's like, how could you go wrong with that? And it's from, Alaska too. It's like really good quality salmon. See, all the meat is right there by the shoulder. I don't know about you guys, but I like to max these out whenever I'm at buffets. This is where the money's at, right here. Along with the Wagyu beef, of course. And not forget about the shrimp when you come to this restaurant. Yes, you have to peel it, but they'll give you gloves. The key to the shrimp is you have to cook it where it's just about right, so that it has a beautiful crunchiness all around. That's fresh. Definitely stockpile on the shrimp too. Like shrimp, crab, all those good seafood here. So this is actually the first all-you-can-eat hot pot restaurant that I've been to anywhere in Orange County. It's one of the highest rated ones too, and I can see why. Their food is pretty killer. Definitely go with like the beef brisket, the beef belly, some of my favorites here, and that salmon. Wow, just totally melts in your mouth. I mean, even the crab, you can't go wrong with that too. So yeah, come here to this spot in Irvine. Great parking here. It's close to UC Irvine. It's very clean. The staff here is pretty awesome. You could go with the lunch menu, but I would recommend go with either the dinner menu, or if you want to upgrade it, go with the Wagyu menu so you can have all that melt in your mouth beef. So yeah, this is definitely a good place. I would come back here again. One of the most rockin' hot pot restaurants in the Orange County from what I've heard, and it definitely lives up to my expectation. I like it. All right guys, so before I close out this episode, I want to give a shout out to Kenny, the manager here at Oishi Shabu Shabu. So when you mention this episode to him, tell him you saw this video and he's gonna hook you up with something special. What is that, Kenny?
Free soft drinks.
That's right. Free soda on the house. So yes, come here because the food is truly oishi, delicious. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. You know what to do. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.